Twitter withdraws a tweet from the Malaysian ex-PM that Muslims have the right to kill French people. The day after a rowdy hearing in the United States on its moderation policy, and a few hours after an attack in France, Twitter deleted Thursday, after a time of hesitation, an inflammatory message from the former Malaysian Prime Minister, Mahathir Mohamad. During their history, the French have killed millions of people. Many were Muslims. Muslims have the right to be angry and to kill millions of French people for the massacres of the past. Mahathir Mohamad wrote shortly after an attack in Nice, without referring to it. The platform reacted in two stages. First, now the tweet with a warning message, citing a public interest, before erasing it, but without following the French government in demanding the suspension of the account. 3 people were killed Thursday, including at least one with her throat cut, in a church in the town in southern France in an attack deemed by French authorities to be terrorist. Facebook, where the post was also posted, also deleted it. "We do not allow hate speech on Facebook and strongly condemn any support or call for violence, murder or physical harm," said the French subsidiary of the social network. This episode comes in the wake of an eventful hearing by the bosses of mainstream social networks, Facebook, Twitter and Google, YouTube, before the U.S. Senate. Their policy of regulating content published by third parties has been criticized from all quarters, with Republicans criticizing them for doing too much and Democrats for not doing enough as the presidential election draws near. Twitter and Facebook, in particular, which for a long time have fiercely defended themselves from being arbiters of the truth, are increasingly interventionist in their content. But they don't want to be held legally responsible for publications, like newspapers, for example. France demands the suspension of the account. Referring to the beheading on October 16 of a French teacher who had shown caricatures of the Prophet Muhammad to his students. Mahathir also said in a series of inflammatory messages on his Twitter account that he did not approve of the attack but that freedom of expression did not include insulting others. "No matter what religion is involved, people who are angry kill," said the ex-leader, 95, who has made controversial statements about Jews and gays in the past. The Prime Minister of Malaysia, a predominantly Muslim country, until his government fell in February, judged French President Emmanuel Macron to be very primitive. "The French should teach their citizens to respect the feelings of others. Since we accuse all Muslims and the religion of Muslims for what an angry person has done, Muslims have the right to punish the French," he continued. French Secretary of State for Digital Cédric O called on the American platform to suspend the account. Accomplice of a call to crime. "I just spoke with the managing director of Twitter France. I demanded that Mahathir Mohamad's account be suspended immediately. Twitter cannot be complicit in a call to crime," he said on his personal account, in French and English. Twitter initially maintained the post by adding the following statement: "This tweet broke the rules for glorifying violence." However, Twitter has determined that its availability may be of interest to the public. Then the tweet in question was finally removed a few minutes later. Contacted by AFP in France, Twitter said the tweet was deleted for violating his policy on condoning violence. The other comments posted by Mahathir Mohamad remained visible. After the beheading of French teacher Samuel Paty by an 18-year-old Chechen-Russian boy, Emmanuel Macron vowed that France would not renounce cartoons in the name of freedom of expression. Remarks that have caused great tensions in several Muslim countries, ranging from demonstrations to the boycott of French products.